Here's what we know about OutDaughtered star Grandma MiMi's surprising arrest. OutDaughtered fans were shocked to learn that Michelle Theriot, better known as Grandma Mimi on the show, has been arrested. TMZ broke the news that Danielle Busby's mother had been pulled over for a DUI over the weekend as she was driving home. The outlet reported that cops said the OutDaughtered star was lethargic when pulled over and that her speech was slurred and she had bloodshot eyes. She also reportedly tried to mask the smell of alcohol in the vehicle with perfume. Grandma Mimi is said to have initially claimed to have had 2 glasses of wine, although she later said she'd actually had 2 Michelob Ultra beers. She reportedly failed sobriety tests and was put in handcuffs and taken to jail. Grandma Mimi is quite close to her grandchildren. As OutDaughtered fans know, she even moved from Louisiana to Texas after the Quints were born in order to be closer to her beloved family. Grandma Mimi's Instagram account disappeared following her arrest. As noted by TV show's Ace, Grandma Mimi's Instagram appears to have been taken down or deactivated following the incident. The Busbys have yet to weigh in on her DUI, although both Adam and Danielle have been active on their own Instagram accounts since the news broke. Danielle recently posted a picture of herself and some of the Quints baking. Sunday baking, brought to you by Mama, Hazel, and PK. She wrote in the caption, "We are making chocolate-dipped pretzels with sprinkles for a Halloween party." Adam's latest post is about Danielle. "Love this woman," he wrote in the caption of a photo of Danielle playing on the floor with one of the kids. No matter how busy or stressful things can get in this house, Busby can still recognize those special little moments to stop what she may be doing and play on the floor and be a kid. Here's what happened to Mimi from OutDaughtered. OutDaughtered stars Adam and Danielle Busby are some of the busiest parents around, raising 6 little girls, 8-year-old Blakey and her 4-year-old quintuplet siblings, Hazel, Ava, Olivia, Parker, and Riley, while holding down jobs and starring on their hit TLC show. Thankfully, Danielle's mom, Michelle Theriot, aka Mimi, is always eager to help, a little too eager at times. As fans will know, Mimi moved from Louisiana to Texas to be closer to her grandchildren shortly after the Quintuplets were born. Although she was originally living with Adam and Danielle, as OutDaughtered detailed, eventually their home was a bit too packed and Mimi reluctantly moved to her own place with a little help from Danielle and a strategically planned surprise party. Mimi lost everything in Hurricane Harvey. Danielle told Channel Guide magazine that she couldn't imagine doing OutDaughtered without her twin sisters and mother, noting, "It's made it more exciting with them. I love being able to capture moments with them. And I see them all the time, especially my sister that lives here close to me, so it would have been weird not having them involved, because Although it seemed like Mimi had finally settled happily into her new place, sadly, she lost her home in Hurricane Harvey in 2017. The house was completely destroyed, which led Mimi to move back in with family again. "My mom, Mimi, as well as tons of other close friends of ours have lost everything. We were not able to get into Mimi's house for about 4 days after the storm, due to the high water. We had to throw away pretty much everything. It has been very emotional having to throw away family heirlooms photos from when we were all kids, just all around our memories," Danielle wrote on their family blog at the time. The tragedy made Mimi incredibly grateful. Although surrounded by family in her difficult time, Mimi did admit on OutDaughtered to not being completely comfortable staying with her daughter and son-in-law again. "It's sad. I'm surrounded by so many people that love me, but actually I've never felt more alone," she explained via Distractify. The tragedy made Mimi incredibly grateful for all the blessings in her life, particularly the outpouring of fan support during the ordeal. Posting a photo to Instagram, the proud grandmother thanked those who supported her. "I could never say thank you enough to so many that gathered around me during the tragic event of Harvey. This tragic event brought so many lives together for good. So my memories of hurts have been overcome with all the love and support from so many. Thank you again," she wrote. Mimi is moving on to bigger and better things. Things appear to be looking up for Mimi these days, as according to Distractify, she has earned her real estate license. Theriot seems to be doing just fine as a realtor, as Facebook reviews generally describe her as a hardworking and a sweet lady, which chimes well with fans' perception of Mimi from OutDaughtered. Her Facebook profile indicates that she is currently working for Keller Williams. The very excited businesswoman's bio notes that Mimi was a teacher for 25 years, but always had an interest in real estate thanks to her father, who worked on developing properties as she was growing up. I would go with him to check on and watch the development of his properties. Real estate struck an interest in me at a very young age. I loved looking and seeking properties of all kinds. As an adult, I would spend most of my free time after school and weekends driving around looking at properties and subdivision developments, she details. For Mimi, family still comes first. Mimi also notes in her bio that she helped loved ones locate the best properties for them over the years. Her new vocation definitely came in handy when Adam and Danielle needed a place to stay while their home underwent mold remediation. The Busbys discovered their home was riddled with mold when Ava, who was having difficulty breathing, had to be taken to the doctor via good housekeeping. Danielle subsequently went looking for a rental home to suit their needs, with Mimi acting as her real estate agent and ultimately finding them the perfect home. Mimi continues to be a remarkably positive influence on her grandchildren, too, as a feature in Romper earlier this year attested. The piece details how Mimi kept the kids entertained and focused during a busy photo shoot, enthusiastically directing, via a purple megaphone no less. 1, 2, 3. Smile for me. She even found some downtime for a duet of Mark Ronson and Bruno Mars' hit Uptown Funk with Little Riley. OutDaughtered and Sweet Home Sextuplets returning as the Busby self-film during coronavirus. Two beloved baby-centric shows are returning to TLC. People can exclusively announce that OutDaughtered and Sweet Home Sextuplets will rejoin the network's Tuesday lineup next month. Season 5 of OutDaughtered premieres June 2nd, followed by the Season 3 premiere of Sweet Home Sextuplets on June 16th. OutDaughtered follows Adam and Danielle Busby, their 9-year-old daughter Blake, and their 5-year-old all-girl quintuplets Ava, Olivia, Riley, Parker, and Hazel. This season will take an unprecedented turn with the outbreak of the novel coronavirus. As the camera crews fall away, the couple is forced to make difficult decisions for their girls, all while self-filming their new normal. Quarantining with Quints is a challenge that no parent can ever be fully prepared for, and plans for birthdays, Easter holiday, and a potential eye procedure for Hazel begin to unravel while the family shifts to homeschooling. As Texas ramps up its safety measures with a stay-at-home order, the final episode of the season takes place using completely self-shot footage of the Busby family, while the reality of quarantine and social distancing sets in. Sweet Home Sextuplets stars Eric and Courtney Waldrop and their sextuplets Blue, Lake, Rawlings, Rain, Rivers, and Tag, as well as sons Sailor, Wales, and Bridge. This season, big changes are afoot for the Waldrops as their home renovations get underway. The family of 11 considers moving into a 1,500-square-foot mobile home during the process, a substantially smaller space for the supersized family, and potty training 6 babies on portable potties is no small feat. Plus, with money a little tight during the renovations, the family decides to hold one birthday extravaganza for all 9 kids, since their birthdays all fall within a month of each other. But will Courtney and Eric be able to make each child feel special if they're all sharing the spotlight? Hazel Busby's doctor confirms eye surgery is needed soon, and more OutDaughtered news sooner than expected. On the most recent episode of OutDaughtered, which aired Tuesday, June 23rd, Adam and Danielle Busby meet with Hazel's doctor to discuss her worsening eyes. While both parents suspect their 5-year-old needs surgery relatively soon, the eye specialist confirms it, saying it may need to happen before kindergarten, which is in just a few months. While the news wasn't entirely unexpected, the close timeline came as a shock. "That is soon," the 36-year-old mom said in the episode. "Like, that's just months away. It definitely gives me chills to just think about having to go through that again, and growing up fast." See OutDaughtered, Quints, Riley, Ava, Olivia, Parker, and Hazel's cutest photos. "We've kind of been anticipating another surgery, but actually hearing it from the doctor that this is potentially the timetable, it's like a gut punch," the 38-year-old added. "You're just not ready because of the coronavirus pandemic. The appointment was virtual." For next steps, The doctor suggested they wait until it's safer for them to meet in person, and then they can discuss a solid plan of action. What I'd like to plan for her is a dilated exam again where we put the drops in and check her glasses prescription, the eye specialist elaborated. And then we can talk about the timing of the next procedure. Every time, OutDaughtered stars Adam and Danielle Busby clapped back at parent shamers. In addition to an update on little Hazel's eyes, we have the latest on the Busby family's home renovations, as well as how they celebrated Father's Day in our newest episode of Catching Up with the Quints. The TLC family just came back from their trip to Splashway Water Park and campgrounds in Sheridan, Texas, and are camping at home while their kitchen remains in disarray. Check it out in the video above. OutDaughtered. How do Adam and Danielle Busby afford expensive Valentine's Day celebrations? Reality TV show OutDaughtered has gained much popularity, and it continues to do so. Moreover, fans love seeing the show's cast members Danielle and Adam as a couple. In addition, it is interesting to know what Bubsies did for Valentine's Day. But many wonder how they afford such an expensive celebration? Well, the fans know about the show's popularity. Apart from it, what else is there that the Busbys afford such fancy living freedom? Tune in with us to find out. OutDaughtered. Busby's flaunt expensive Valentine's Day celebration is to celebrate it with your family, and the Busbys know how to do it. OutDaughtered star Adam Busby took to Instagram to share Valentine's Day pictures with his girls and Danielle. The picture had all the girls giving a group hug to their lovely father, Adam. Another picture had the girls posing for the camera with their massive box of Linder truffles, a bag full of goodies, and a rose. Although it is unknown what is in the bags, it is sure there's a massive love from Adam. Valentine's so well. Love you, bae. The fans were cheering for the family in the comments section and said they were missing the show. However, some fans want to know how the Busbys afford such expensive stuff. In total, he must have spent around more than $100 on the girls. And as for Danielle, she didn't reveal what she got. And maybe it was more expensive and personal, so that's why she didn't want to flaunt it. Adam must have given away hundreds of dollars on her, assuming her fancy taste. So, in total, the Busby dad spent a fortune on the women of his house. OutDaughtered. How much is the combined net worth of Adam and Danielle? Busbys are well aware. That is why they focus more on the family than on making money. However, it is no wonder that the OutDaughtered stars are getting financially comfortable. That is why they can afford such expensive things. Apart from the show's success, the Busbys also focus on many other businesses. It was reported last year that Adam and Danielle own 7 different businesses, out of which only 2 are shown on TV. In an interview, Adam said that he works very hard for their things. Meanwhile, Danielle's online retail business is doing well. Accordingly, the couple might be earning an estimate of $25,000 to $40,000 per episode. Therefore, their combined net worth is estimated at around $6 to $6.5 million as 2022. So, are you waiting for the next season? Stay tuned to TV seasons and spoilers for more. OutDaughtered. Star Danielle Busby, a glimpse into her life, reported job and salary. Danielle Busby has made a name for herself as the mother of Quintuplets, although that's not the only job she's using to stay afloat. Over the last few years, Danielle Busby and her husband, Adam Busby, have gained fame for being the celebrity parents. According to her biography on the TLC website, the Busbys welcomed their first child, a girl named Blake, through IUI procedures. Some years after that, Danielle became pregnant for the second time, and unlike the first one, she was carrying quintuplets. That was the beginning of their turn in luck as they soon landed a show on TLC known as OutDaughtered and gained both money and popularity. While pointing out that the show pays an estimate of $25,000 to $40,000 an episode, Yahoo reported that the Busbys have more than one form of income. Besides being an independent beauty consultant, Danielle is also a project coordinator team lead at AP Networks, according to her LinkedIn page. In addition to that, the mother of 6 is the co-owner of a fitness wear shop, Cody Fitness, and has an Amazon shop. It's a Buzz World, which she runs alongside her husband. Even though the duo also runs an online clothing store, Buzz World, Romper revealed that they have plans to go into business with another couple who are also well-rooted in the business world. Danielle claimed that she has hopes that the business, which is an indoor cycling studio, would help her get back into the groove of things. Luckily, Danielle isn't the only one bringing in the big bucks, as Good Housekeeping divulged that Adam is in charge of Busby Media, which reportedly focuses on photo and video projects from large brands to priceless memories for family events. The father of 6, who used to be the key account manager at Intrinsic Solutions and Sprint Safety, seemed to be on another path at the end of last season when he accepted a new role as a partner at a health and wellness company in Dallas. Even though the new position seemed to be a good move, fans were surprised that he had accepted the deal without talking to his wife about it. Hence, it wasn't a surprise when the list reported that Danielle wasn't too pleased with his new Dallas gig. It also didn't help when Adam brought a dog home for their 6 daughters, as Danielle shared that taking care of the puppy would fall to her. Fans of the show cannot wait to see how this dynamic will affect the Busbys in the long run. OutDaughtered, Quintuplets celebrate their 10th birthday. See their custom shirts and very specific dessert request. The Busby Quintuplets are growing up. OutDaughtered stars Ava, Olivia, Hazel, Riley, and Parker Busby celebrated a milestone birthday on Tuesday, April 8th, when they turned 10 years old. Their parents, Danielle and Adam Busby, went all out for the big day, sharing several photos on Instagram. BRUH, it's my birthday. The mom of 6 wrote alongside images of custom shirts with that catchphrase printed on them in various colors. I cannot believe my quintuplets are what a journey we have been on, and I wouldn't change it for anything. Love you each so much. Happy 10th birthday, Ava, Olivia, Hazel, Riley, and Parker Kate. Adam posted a series of individual shots of each of the 5 girls with birthday candles and a special treat that morning. The Quints requested birthday donuts, very specific icing requests might I add for their breakfast this morning. The caption read, "Happy 10th birthday, girls." Fans in the comments sent their wishes to the family, who have been documenting their life for the past 10 seasons of their TLC reality show. "Happy 10th birthday, girls," one user wrote. "It's been a pleasure to watch you all grow into such beautiful, lively young ladies. I hope all of you have the best day ever." Another commented, "I literally can't believe my eyes, they're 10. Happy birthday, Riley, Ava, Olivia, Hazel, and Parker." The most recent season of OutDaughtered showed Danielle and Adam, who are also parents to 14-year-old Blake, navigating the financial and emotional challenges of their girls getting older. In June, they opened up to people about how things have changed since first letting cameras into their lives in 2016. "We try to let the kids be kids, and if they want to film and be engaged today, or if Blake's not feeling it, that's fine," Danielle explained. "We have to feed around that, and that's how it's going to keep it healthy for our children." Adam added that season 10 was pretty difficult to film because all the girls were so involved in extracurricular activities and just different sporting things and dance, and Blake made multiple school sports teams, and so she was doing something pretty much every evening. And so it made it really difficult because you're like, okay, when are we going to film the show? It's a piece of our life. It's not the whole aspect of our life, and we don't live life just because of the TV show, but we love having an outlet to share, Danielle noted. And we are real as possible. So you see the bitterness and the cattiness and the family struggle, but that's just real stuff. And a lot of it too is it's fun to us in a sense, but also it is hard. It's very hard to film a TV show, but we're still trying to do our best to abide by the calling that we feel like we have. OutDaughtered, Michelle "Mimi" Theriault arrested for DUI. One of the stars of TLC's OutDaughtered has found themselves amid a serious situation. According to TMZ, Michelle "Mimi" Theriault, who has appeared on OutDaughtered, was arrested for DUI. Theriault was reportedly arrested sometime over the October 10th weekend in League City, Texas, while she was making her way home at some point after midnight. The police reported that when they tried pulling her over, Theriault was slow to stop. Once she did come to a stop and the cops approached her vehicle, they caught a strong odor of perfume. Officers said that some individuals tried to conceal the odor of alcohol with other substances. Theriault was asked to produce her driver's license, with cops claiming that she was lethargic at the time. They also claimed that she was slurring her speech and that her eyes were bloodshot. Cops asked Theriault if she had been drinking during the night, upon which she reportedly told them that she consumed 2 glasses of wine. She later changed her story and said that she had no glasses of wine, but that she did have 2 Michelob Ultra beers. Cops reported that the situation took a turn when Terrio was asked to exit her vehicle. She reportedly stepped out of the car unsteadily and was swaying back and forth. She failed several sobriety tests that they gave her at the scene. Terrio was then arrested and taken to jail. Fans likely know of Terrio from her appearances on TLC's OutDaughtered. The series, which aired season 7 this past summer, features Adam and Danielle Busby, who are raising 6 daughters, including the only American all-girl quintuplets on record. Danielle's mom, Terrio, frequently appears on the show. She became an even more significant part of the series after moving from Louisiana to Texas to be closer to her grandchildren. While Terrio has not frequently appeared in OutDaughtered as of late, she was said to be doing well. At one point, the reality star had moved into her daughter's home in Texas. She later moved into her own home, but Hurricane Harvey destroyed it in 2017. Terrio then moved back into Danielle's place as she got her life back on track. According to Amo Mama, which published an update on Terrio in February 2020, she reportedly earned her real estate license and worked for Keller Williams.